Well, welcome everybody, and welcome Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Football Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and everybody out there around the world and in the state. It's a very nice day in Chelsea.
International viewers included.
Yeah, I'll give them a bit of a cheerio later.
A bit later. Now we're going to do...
Beg your pardon, I've just got a new viewer from Slovakia.
Oh, right.
Nice.
You're very big in the Slovak area.
It's in...
Well, it used to be part of Czechoslovakia.
That's right, yeah. Slovakia, yeah.
So it's the country part of Czech
He tuned
Republic.
into my Tuesdays with Barry.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, well, what we're doing today is we're going to do the Chelsea Best and Fairest, and this has been many months in the making, Barry. And this is not done flippantly. You've gone to every single game. You've declared the 3 votes of every single game, and this is after 18 rounds of football. But firstly...
Fair bit of thought gone into it, as a matter of fact. I'm not just bing, bang, bang like some of the clowns over at Chelsea Footy Club do.
You've gone to every single game and you've scrutinised. And so we've just gone back over the record, we've checked the tape, and we're going to have a look at the best and fairest. We're going to go through the count. Firstly, the Brownlow Medal Best and Fairest of the AFL is on tonight. What is your prediction?
Well, everybody's picking Gary Ablett, but he'll probably just about nearly win. But I do think that Pendlebury will nearly take it off tonight. And you mentioned something about Patrick Dangerfield. He's a very big smoky, I'm telling you now.
My vote is Patrick Dangerfield. So we've got it on tape. This will be on before the Brownlow Medal count. So these are our predictions. I reckon Patrick Dangerfield, maybe Gary Ablett, Pendlebury, Swan.
No, I do think Pendlebury will win it.
Runner up?
Ablett.
Okay, so we've got it here on tape.
Yep. That's Quinella.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at what we're here for, the main game, the Chelsea Best and Fairest counts. So you've got all your things there. So have you got any comments you want to make before we get into it?
I'll make a few comments on the way.
On the way, okay.
Give you my whatever's going to... I've got no prediction who's won it because it's pretty wide open. Okay,
so we're going to go have a look at round 1.
Round 1, yeah.
So get your round 1 ready.
Got it here, yeah.
Okay, so 1 vote.
1 vote to Rory Gregg.
2 votes.
2 votes to Joel Connolly.
And 3 votes.
3 votes to Nizer.
So we'll just write that down. So while you're writing that down, we'll go on to our second round. Second round. So that was just after a split round. So Saturday the 13th of April. It says here Seaford. So it was round 2. Round 2.
1 vote to... What have I got in here? What's going on here?
Votes.
1 vote to Robbie Lancaster.
2 votes.
2 votes to Nizer. And 3 votes to Fear.
Really good. That's the new player for the year. Fear, the Tutu Fear, the boy from Polynesia.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting round. So that's round 2. Now, round 3, it says, was a home game against Vaughan Beach. And give us the votes. Where's round 3? 1 vote. 1 vote
to Matty Gardner.
2 votes.
2 votes to Bradley Clark.
And 3 votes.
3 votes to Jason Clark.
Very good.
To Clark.
Okay, let's move on to round 3. 1 vote.
1 vote to Toddy Gardner.
2 votes.
2 votes to Ryan Stewart. And 3 votes...
Hang on, I think that's 2 votes to Connolly.
I beg your pardon, you're right, 2 votes to Connolly, yes.
And 3 votes to Stewart.
I've got to hear myself there, Right.
Very good. So that leads us to round
4. Yep.
Saturday the 27th of April, round 4, 1 vote.
1 vote to Stewart, Ryan Stewart.
2 votes.
2 votes to Bywaters.
And 3 votes
to Jason Clark. Two best on the ground
so
for Jason.
That was round 4. Now round 5, Saturday the 4th of May, so we're getting into May. So 1 vote.
1 vote to Rory Gregg.
2 votes.
2 votes to Tutu.
And for 3 votes...
3 votes to Toddy Gardner.
Toddy Gardner has his first votes, which was exceptional player for the year. So
we missed a few games because he's playing with French, you see.
Yeah, so that sort of made it difficult. So we'll move on to round 6. 1 vote.
1 vote to Joel Connolly.
1 vote to Joel Connolly. 2 votes.
2 votes to Bywaters.
And 3
votes to Stewie
Connolly. So They're starting to lose a fair few games at this stage. They're not looking too hopeful this season.
Yeah,
I think I made the comment that don't think we're going to win much this year, but you're still hanging on to hope.
I was hoping, but it was pretty drastic at the time.
Pretty drastic. So this moves us on to round 7.
Yep.
1 vote for that game.
1 vote to Tour, 2-2.
And 2 votes.
2 votes to Byewaters. He polled well pretty early, but then he got injured. And 3 votes.
3 votes.
To Jason Clark. That's 3 best on the ground in a row, which is not a bad effort for Jason.
So he's doing all right. Now, so the 25th was a bye. We had the All Vic Country Championship, so which moves us into June, which was round 8.
Yeah.
Round 8. And we had 1 vote. It was split.
Split vote here. Half a vote to Ryan Stewart and half a vote to Bradley Clark.
So who got the 2 votes?
Joel Conley got 2 votes.
So who got the 3 votes?
Gavin Marusik, who got injured a couple of times during the year, which is...
Marusik, haven't heard his name too often.
He was a very good footballer. He got a very bad injury. Hope he's back next year.
Okay, so he had showed a bit of talent.
Oh, class. Actually played for Frankston too.
Okay, so that's a good one. So that leads us to the Queen's Birthday weekend, Saturday the 8th of June, round 9. 1 vote.
1 vote to Bradley Clark.
2 votes.
To Jackson Arthur, who started to play well midway through the season.
And 3 votes.
3 votes to Joel Connolly. He's polling all right, Joel. Big Joel.
He's doing well.
Yeah.
And he had a bit of a comeback, didn't he? Cause
he had a good year.
He was in the wilderness a bit, wasn't he?
A couple of years. He's back in business now.
Now the guy got 2 votes, Arthur. I haven't heard him much.
He's a ruckman. He's going to be all right next year too.
He'll be all right.
Yeah.
So a bit of a player. Okay, so we're up to round 10 now. 1 vote, Barry.
1 vote to Hudson Thomas, who's going to be a very good footballer next year.
All right, 2 votes.
Travis Graham, 2 votes.
And 3 votes.
3 votes to Jason Clark again. That's 4 best on the ground. That's unbelievable.
So is he looking like the front runner?
Well, he had pretty good early, but he might have got slack later in the season. But he's polling pretty well at the moment.
At the moment, he looks like the front runner.
Well,
maybe with Connolly.
He's got 4 best in a row.
So that leads us to round 11, Saturday the 22nd. 1 vote.
1 vote to Nizer.
Very good. 2 votes.
2 votes to Ryan Stewart. He polls well every year.
And 3 votes.
3 votes to Bradley Clark. His first best on the ground. There you go.
Well, he's looking all right too. He's coming up. He's a bit.
He'll be in there. Don't worry. He'll be in the first 3. Bradley Clark. Don't worry about that.
All right. Round 12. 1 vote.
1 vote to Ryan Stewart.
And 2 votes.
2 votes to Jason Clark.
And 3 votes.
Hudson Thomas.
Okay, he's a bit of a...
takes a big mark and kicks a big goal, this fella. He's got to be all right. Hope he stays around next year.
Very good. Now, the round 13, 1 vote.
1 vote to 2-2.
Bit of a disappointment this year. Looked like
he's come good, sort of, next few weeks he comes good, I think, at the moment. But he had a bit of a quiet start.
2 votes.
2 votes to Hudson Thomas.
And 3 votes.
Bradley Clark. I think he starts to get 2 or 3 best on the grounds later in the season.
And we move on to the next round. We got 1 vote.
1 vote to Rory Gregg.
2 votes.
2 votes to Bradley Clark.
3 votes.
To 2-2.
Excellent, very good.
We want to have a bit of a count up and just have a bit of a check out.
Yeah, we'll have a little bit of a count up, quick count up, and then we'll get back to the footage. Okay, Barry, we're almost near the end with 3 rounds to go. Who is leading it, and what's the competition?
Well, Jason Clark's well ahead at the moment. He's 16 votes. Bradley Clark's 8.5. Ryan Stewart's running second with 11.5. Joel Conley's got 10. So it looks as though it could be in for... we'll see what happens the next 3 weeks.
So it might be Clark.
I
think there's only 3 that can win it.
Yeah, it's only Stewie, Clark and Bradley. And Conley, 4.
4 that can win it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still pretty close. We've got 3 rounds to go. Let's have a look at round 16 and 1 vote.
1 vote to Nizer.
2 votes.
Bradley Clark, 2 votes.
Ooh.
Knock out.
3 votes.
2-2. 3 votes. Oh, it's 2-2, 6, 8, 10, 13. Yeah, 2-2's a rough chance.
And I think Bradley Clark's... What's Bradley Clark at the moment?
Bradley Clark is 8.5, is 11.5.
So that's pretty close. It's Jason Clark still leading, but just. Let's move on to the second last round. As the tension builds in the room, you can cut the tension with a knife, Barry.
You can. Go on. Let it go.
Second last round, 1 vote.
1 vote to Nizer.
2 votes.
Bradley Clark, 2 votes.
Ooh. 3 votes.
2, 3 votes.
Ooh, look out, Jason Clark.
I might have in order. I got them in order. I've got Bradley Clark, Jason Clark, and 2.
So it's a race between those 3, really, isn't it? We've got 1 round to go.
Yeah, look out.
Round 18, which was probably a 100-point or more loss. Let's have a look at the votes. 1 vote. 1
vote to 2. Oh, Bradley Clark didn't play in the last game, that's right.
Oh, 2 votes.
Played a bloody third.
Oh, no.
I said something about during the... I said there...
It might kill him.
It could be... might cost him the best and fairest. I think it has.
Right. 2 votes.
2 votes to 2.
And 3 votes.
3 votes to Joel Connolly.
Ooh, so we won't have a look at it now. We'll come back to you viewers and we'll have the tally and we'll have the winner for you.
Oh, the official tally,
Okay. Okay, Barry, we've tallied up the numbers.
Yeah.
So give us third place.
Very tight. Third place with 13.5 was Bradley Clark.
Very good.
And he didn't play the last game.
So it might have cost
him in the third, cost him the best and fairest because he was killing them.
And second place?
Second place to his brother, 16 votes.
And first place?
First place to Fia Tutu for 20 votes.
Very good.
Great effort.
First year.
First year.
Excellent. He might be bringing people along.
Well, he could be coming back next year. I don't know who... They were deciding about the coach last Thursday night. I haven't heard it. It might be on that website, you reckon?
Might be on the website. The other thing is, who came fourth? Connolly, wasn't it?
Joel Connolly polled 13, and of course Stewie polled 10 up. He had a few injuries the last part of the season. But Hudson Thomas, I thought he might have... He's going to be alright next year, Hudson Thomas. Takes a big mark and kicks a good goal.
Who's your Rising Star award?
There's only one superstar coming up next year is Travis Graham.
Travis Graham. So look out for his name.
He'll be a star.
If he sticks with Chelsea,
he'll be with Chelsea. Yeah.
Might be a future winner of the.
He'll be a 100-game player for sure.
Okay, and
that's if he's not snapped up by the AFL.
So that's the Best and Fairest award. That's Fia Tutu, new player, a big guy, and he's sort of come good. He's started in a few games. He
was a bit off early in the season, but he got his act together, and very fierce competitor. He hits the pats hard and takes a big mark and kicks a nice goal.
Well, while we're still on Chelsea, have you heard any other goings
on? No, they had their Best and Fairest last Saturday night, Chelsea, and I was going to go. I fell off out of it, and I was going to decide who was coaching next year last Thursday night. I was talking to Paul Carvis at the grand final. He reckons that they'll have a meeting last Thursday. And they would have been decided by now whether he's who knows whether he's coaching or not. But as you said, it might be on the website.
It might be on the website, but it might be announced.
You think the Best and Fairest will be on they had their Best and Fairest count Saturday night?
Possibly. They might put it up during the week. So we'll have more news on that next week. We'll give you the updates next week as the seasons change to cricket and also horse racing and the big one.
Oh, big grand final next Saturday, I'll be covering that alright.
The big AFL. We're going to hear all your sort of news and tips, and you have to actually have a tip this week. Who do you think's going to win?
I reckon Fremantle beat Hawks on.
I might do Fremantle.
I do think that they're very classy. So I watch them.
They have a C. Sutcliffe in that team. So I'm pretty happy.
Your namesake, yeah. They will. Although Steve Franklin's been down on form the last couple of weeks, and if he hits his form, look out.
He hasn't got his mind right.
I don't think he's got his mind on another $6 million.
Yeah, exactly. So
and Rowley is hot and cold.
So I'm going for Fremantle. You're going for Fremantle. Fremantle look good.
I reckon they win between 3 and 6 goals.
Yeah, this is the year, and that Ross Lyon, he's a smart, switched-on coach, isn't he?
Well, he's got a couple of the most annoying footballers in the competition I've seen the last 20 years, but they can play football.
Yeah, that's the secret. He's got it down to a fine art of science.
They can play, but they're very... And he can play that, Ryan Crowley.
So we're both going for Fremantle in the grand final, so I look forward to that. Now, have you got any Cheerios you'd like to say, Barry?
Yeah, just switch off. I've got some special Cheerios this week.
Okay, we're switched back on, and you've got some special Cheerios.
Well, I've got some special Cheerios, and I'm not saying special, but they're different. But Of course, Annie, to my darling little Annie and Carla, because they got floods again and no power and all that stuff, but they're surviving. But PH is back in town. He rang me up last week. Remember I said last week, where in the hell is he?
Yeah.
So anyway,
He's been a bit off.
him and his little lady Sandy and Carla went for a holiday down at Port Douglas, 3 weeks.
Port Douglas?
Port Douglas up there, right, in their Cairns.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, he's back in town, and he was mentioned that Wesley, his son, who's he's a Tiger supporter too, Wesley. I used to know him when he was a kid, but he's living in Berwick at the moment, you know, Wesley. He's kicked on, he's got his own house and he's got his own little business and he's going alright. But him and his wife, Jenny, have got a daughter called Amy, who is a very good karate, I'm sure it's karate, she's got a black belt in karate, she's 13.
Black belt?
Amy, you must be pretty clever, be a 13-year-old black belt karate, and she might be representing the Olympic Games gone.
What?
That's a pretty good effort, isn't it?
Pretty good effort.
So well done, Amy.
Very good.
Superstar.
Anything else there?
No, that's about all. But
are you going to say something about next door?
Oh yeah, my next door neighbour Andrew. He's well, I've been here a month. He reckons he's got YouTube, and I was telling him, I said, "Have a check my YouTube." He said, "I will."
Huh?
So cheerio to Andrew and your little lady, lovely lady. Juan, I think his lady's name, and
he's amongst your better neighbours.
He's a very nice man, Andrew. So hope you get this little message and you can
check it out.
Tune into this video too.
All right, and is that it?
So that's about all for today,
all from me.
And a bit of a fair sort of coverage of different things today. So
congratulations, Tutu, for winning
well
the
done,
Barry
Tutu.
Peatling Best and Fairest Award.
We'll see how he goes over, how he went on Saturday night, and because they're a little bit different over there.
Yeah, we'll keep up to date with different things, and we'll see you next week.
So that's all for now. We'll see you. Bye bye.
That's goodbye from me.